What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Phil and Leroy the Judgmental Podcast.
What's up, everybody? This your boy Phil.
And I'm Leroy. So what's going on, Phil?
Nothing. Just getting in a heated discussion with you about nothing.
Yeah, stuff that you don't know what someone thoughts are. You mean? As
You don't
someone
either.
goals,
You
I
don't
don't.
either.
I'm
I
assuming
know.
his
I
goal
know.
was to be a coach, Division One coach, or maybe
Football,
a
NFL,
NFL
Eagles
coach.
podcast. Let's get it.
You brought it up. I didn't bring it up. You the
You
one that
asked
brought
me.
it up.
You asked me what's
No,
going
no,
on. That
no,
what was
no,
going
no, no,
on.
no. You brought it up
You asked me what was
before.
going on. That what was going on. We just got finished discussing that,
All right, that's what
and we
that's
don't
what's
see eye to
going on.
eye.
Okay, so you didn't do anything yesterday or
You
Friday or
didn't ask
something
me
like
that.
that.
You didn't
No,
ask
I
me
said
that.
what's going on. That don't mean you had to talk
That's
about
what
what's
that,
going
that's
on
the
today.
most recent going on. That was.
All
Yesterday, I
right.
took my daughter to Funplex.
Was this a birthday party?
It was for her birthday, but it wasn't a birthday party.
The Funplex, they have go karts, right?
Yeah,
And that's in New Jersey.
yeah.
And what did you do?
We got on the go karts. She was trying to fight me for the damn steering wheel. And it's crazy because there's only like you gotta have everybody gotta have a band. So you pay for the band, and one band is just credits on a band, and the credits you use the credits to like play video games or whatever like that. That's the cheap band. And then there's like a premium band that lets you ride all the rides. And then there's like a platinum band that gives you the rides and it gives you like the bowling. So I had one platinum band, then I got the premium, and then I got the do nothing band.
Hmm. They have arcades there and stuff too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It could like when you watch the videos and you Google it online, it look way funner than what it actually is. You get there and you like, oh shit, this ain't what it was all cracked up to be. We did laser tag, and the damn the vest was damn near big as her, but she had it on and she kept turning the gun the wrong way trying to shoot people.
Hmm.
And it's not like the laser tag like it used to be. This joint is like dummy down for like little kids, so it was like weak as hell. I'm
So
sitting here
what you
like
mean?
when
Oh,
you
wait a
put
minute. Explain it before you talk about what you was about to say.
explain what.
Like, how's it weak? And
Well,
compare it from the old school
don't
and this new way.
this I can't remember. It's a long time since the old school, but I know it wasn't this bad. So like you wear the vest. The vest is connected to the gun, like a little phone cord or whatever,
Hmm.
and you shoot the target. You know, you shoot people or whatever. You got to shoot them on the vest. And when you shoot the vest, they vest light up and they're like down for like, I don't know, 30 seconds or something before they can, shoot anything else again. But the guns are not calibrated right. So when you pull the trigger and you see your dot, you might be holding your gun straight, but your dot is way over there. So you can't aim right at the person you want to shoot. You got to damn near be over here. If you know like the kids don't know, but me being older, I know. You know what I mean? Maybe some of the older people know, like, damn, this not calibrated right. So I gotta hold my gun over here to shoot straight like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So a lot of kids and people in there holding their gun straight, shooting at people, and wondering why it's not hitting them. That's because your gun is too far to the left or too far to the right, like that. So I thought that was
Mhm.
kind of stupid.
Is it big inside?
The funplex, or you talking about the
The
laser
fun
tag?
the funplex as a whole.
Yeah, it's big, but it's more space than anything. Like they could have done a lot more stuff. I think I paid for like I put $25 on this game card that gave me like 50 credits. And I was going around like doing stuff trying to get tickets. Cause when you win stuff, if you got a card, they what's the name? The tickets go on the card if you win tickets.
Hmm.
So I did like all this stuff and had Ava doing all this different stuff, helping around and stuff to get, the tickets. After that was all said and done, we had like close to 500 tickets on our card. So you go to the booth to cash in your tickets to get like prizes or whatever.
Right.
Out of the 400 tickets she had, let me tell you what she got. She got a damn, what you call them thing, a Laffy Taffy. And this is like the small fucking Halloween candy Laffy Taffy. A Laffy Taffy, a single Twizzler. What else she had? A Sour Patch Kid and something else. I was like, what the hell? I'm looking at all these big prizes and stuff thinking I'm gonna get some. When I seen like 25,000 and all this, I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. And I did like the basketball. They had like a nice little basketball joint, but it was rip off because as soon as your countdown go, the balls don't come back. So when you shoot, you gotta like reach under and grab your balls from behind the bar. I said,
Mm-hmm.
this is some bullshit. So I'm reaching under there, grabbing the balls, and my top clock is running. So I got to keep reaching all the way under to pull the balls or try to lift the bar up to get my balls. It was a joke.
So you ain't enjoy yourself.
I mean, it was okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would probably give it like a 5 or 4. I
Mm.
mean, Ava loved it, but it was so much stuff she couldn't do because she's too small. And I was like, well, can I go with her? And they was like, no, she got to be a certain height. I think the height had to be like, what, 40 inches or something.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like 38. So she's like right there. And then I'm like walking around and I see other kids that's her size. So I'm like, let me see what this kid gonna do. And after Ava got denied on the bumper cars, and they have like 2-seater bumper cars where I see a dad or a mom and a little kid in the seat, and the
Right.
mom or dad is driving. So I was like, all right. And I asked the guy, I said, look, uh, she a little too short because they had the thing right there. I said, can I go on with her? He like, no, no, she got to be this height. I'm like, all right, whatever. You know what I mean? Even if I'm with her, I can't. He like, no. I'm like, all right. So then I stood to the side and I'm watching this guy go up, and it was a white guy. You know what I mean? So I was like, let me see what's going on because Ava taller than this little kid, and he went right up there and went under the thing, and his head was like just below the line. And I'm looking like, yeah, okay, because he knew I was staring. I was staring with like fire eyes too, like, yeah, let me see this shit happen. And he was like, come on, man, come on. That's what the guy was saying. Come on, man, he's right there and shit. And I saw like the guy look around. When he looked around, he looked right at me, and I'm like, okay, because I'll be back if that kid get on there.
Right.
And he said, sorry, man, sorry. Then they had a couple words back and forth, and then the guy took him off.
So you wouldn't go back again.
I mean, if she want to take Ava, then when she get a little bit taller, yeah, because there's a lot of stuff. But they got like this one airplane ride. You know, it's like airplanes that go around in a circle and go up and down.
Yeah. The
But the
old
thing was
school
so
ride.
yeah, but it was so crazy. So like when it go up, it's sling up. I thought they was gonna like fucking shoot the kids to the damn moon and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And the kids screaming and hollering. I'm like, oh my god. And then the one mom, she was like, stop it, my daughter crying. And then I'm standing over near the guy. They on the other side, like taking pictures. So I'm like, yo, the baby's over there crying. Can you stop it? He's like, okay. So I went to the guy. I said, yo, the kid is crying. Can you stop it? He like, okay. And he ain't hit no buttons and nothing. The shit just spinning around. The damn little baby's about to get thrown out of the ride. The mom is yelling, stop the ride, stop the ride. I'm like, yo, stop the ride. He looked at me like, and he got like glasses on, so his eyes all big. And he saw like I pretty much yelled at him. Then he stopped the ride. The kid was screaming and hollering. The other kid was screaming and hollering. Ava was scared because they had like a little steering wheel thing, but she was
Mm-hmm.
holding it with one arm, and then the other arm she like braced onto the side of the you know how they hold on to the side real tight.
Right.
Eyes all big. She ain't smiling. She looks scared. So I'm like, yo, she don't want to go no more. Even take her out. So he go over there. He asks Ava, "You want to go again?" And Ava looking all scared and staring at me, and I'm kind of a distance away. He like, you want to go again? So he checked the seatbelt. He goes to start. All the kids got off except Ava. So he goes to start again. I say, yo, take her off the ride. She's not going again. And then she said, oh, I think she wanted to go again. Like this fucking dude.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for enjoying our Eagles pregame show. Thank you for Philip his Funplex story. You don't find that funny.
No, because it was a joke. The damn we did bowling too. It came with one game of bowling, so we did
Mhm.
bowling. I ain't bowled in years, but I still kicked the ass,
This
destroyed
is
them.
this is Mount Laurel, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, yeah. All right.
And
Now,
the soda machine didn't work, so I go to the guy in the bowling area because the soda machine in the bowling area. I'm like, yo, the soda machine just took my dollar and it's not working. And damn, $3 for soda. So
oh, yeah. You can't bring food in.
no,
Oh, $3 for one a can of soda. What kind of big
this is a
soda is
bottle
this?
soda from the soda machine.
For
It
$3.
was $3.
Oh no.
They got like little restaurants and stores and shit in there too that you can buy food. So I bought like some vouchers online for $8. You get two slices a piece in a soda. So I had
Uh-huh.
those, but that's not near the bowling alleys. The bowling alleys on the other side. Only in a
Right.
bowling alley they got the soda machine. So I wanted to get a soda, so I put my money in there and it burnt me. So I go to the bowling guy like, yo, the machine ain't working. It took my dollar. He like, Go over there to customer service. Customer service is where people walk in the door and they're in line. The line is super long. There's only 2 people working. I'm like, what the fuck? So I go over there. I'm standing on the side, and they just like checking people in. Nobody even attending to me. So I'm like, excuse. As soon as she finished one, she like next. I'm like, no, excuse me. The soda machine over in the bowling just took my money. So she's like, all right, I'll call the manager. She called the manager. The manager come over. I'm like, yeah, the soda machine took my money. He like, all right, I'm gonna call somebody. So he on his walkie-talkie. I'm like, what the fuck is this going on here? He called somebody. I go to she gonna meet you over there at the soda machine. I go there. Man, I was standing at that soda machine for like 10, 15 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Shay in the bowling lane waiting for me to get back to the bowling lane. So then I go to the counter. I'm like, yo, I've been standing here for like 15 minutes waiting for somebody to come to deal with the soda machine. So he's like, yeah, she's on her way. She said she was over there. I'm like, what? So when I go over there, the dude was like, yo, you was the one waiting, just a random guy in there. He's like, you was the one waiting for the soda machine, right? I said, yeah. He's like, the girl was just over here and she left. I'm like, what you mean she left? I've been standing here the whole time. He's like, yeah, she asked me if I needed help. And I said, no. And then I could have said like, he's right there, but I just like, no. And I just thought she was going to go to you. And then she bounced. I said, man, this is a joke.
Then why he didn't say he's right there?
I don't know. He was minding his business. He was with his girl and his kid. He probably was like, no, I ain't asked for no help. And I'm chilling. Like he wasn't standing there, but he was like, you know how they had like the little booth that you can sit down at and watch people bowl or whatever.
But he's minding his business, but yet he got into your business by saying, "Are you the guy that the girl was waiting for?" So that doesn't
But
make
that
any
was
sense
after
to
the
me.
fact. That was after the fact. No,
But
I understand. I understand both. He could have been like, he right there,
yeah,
but
that's
she
what I'm
shouldn't
talking about.
go to him. She should have came to the damn soda machine where I was at. That's what the problem at. What
Right,
made her go up to him at his booth minding his business?
right.
So it was
So
just a
did you?
fucking mess.
So you lost $3.
No, she came and she opened it up, and this girl was probably like 15. I'm like, what kind of crap is this? Like everybody there was young as hell.
Mm-hmm.
She opened the machine and was like, what kind you want? And I said Sprite, and I just gave her the $2. She gave me the Sprite. As soon as I took a sip, this shit was flat as hell. I'm like, what the fuck? I look at the date, shit like the date expired. I said, oh, well, that's the problem right there. I ain't gonna drink this shit. I was
So
like, I ain't even gonna call them for no help because it take them about 45 minutes to get over here.
so does this count as a Philip food story?
I don't know. I mean, I can't be too mad because I paid for 3 vouchers for food for 2 cheese. It comes with 2 cheese pieces and a soda. So I paid for 2 vouchers and 3 vouchers online, and I wound up getting 4 online. So I just before I left, I was like, I got 2 more vouchers. So I made out like a champ, and I took like fucking 4 slices and 2 sodas home.
Mm-hmm. Well, what you here for is for the for the Eagles. The Eagles will play the Giants at MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. I think it's East Rutherford, New Jersey. I'm not sure. The Eagles are a 7-point favorite, and the over under is 44.5. Now, what you think about the game?
I don't think it should be too hard. They got defense, but their offense is trash. They got a Saquon is back. He's a beast.
No, is he playing or because I know he
I
got
don't know.
neck
He did
problems.
say he was had an injury or something, but I thought he was playing. I didn't see nothing saying he wasn't playing,
Right.
so I'm not sure. But shit, if he not playing, it should be a walk in the park because ain't nobody scared of Daniel Jones.
Other
Like I said,
than
their defense is a beast. But we supposed to have one of the best offensive lines, so we should be able to minimize that. You can't just win off of defense. You got to be able to put points on the board.
right.
So
Um,
I say we since they got a defense, we ain't scoring too much. So I say 24-14.
okay, yeah, that's about right. I think the game will be close because the NFC rival thing.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm. They're not really saying if he's playing or not. They're still saying that he has a neck injury. So I'm not really sure
That's
if
how
he's
they
playing or
good
not.
teams is change up their defense.
Right. So, yeah, they're not really saying. So they're still saying questionable and all that stuff.
Mhm.
So
What's
yeah,
the
they
name?
go
Uh,
ahead.
Mixon. Mixon was questionable, and that's how I got knocked out of my fantasy football. Thank you, Mixon, Joe Mixon, punk ass. He was questionable for the game, and then they made it say me like a game time decision. So I had him in, and then he didn't play. So that was a fat 0.
Hmm.
And why didn't they have him doubtful? If he questioned, was a good chance he's going to play. Doubtful means there's a good chance he's not going to play. So they on some slick shit.
Right, right. So the game is about to start. So we'll be back. We'll be back for our halftime show. I'll see if I can get someone on here to a Giants fan to talk to us at the post game. So we'll be back.
All right.
Eagles!
All right, we back. It's halftime. The Eagles are up 24-7. Some quick stats. Passing, Jalen Hurts, 17 for 24, 171 yards, 2 touchdowns. Rushing, we have Miles Sanders, 8 carries for 44 yards. Receiving, we have Devontae Smith, 6 receptions for 64 yards, 1 touchdown. And A.J. Brown, 2 receptions, 42 yards, 1 touchdown. I forgot to mention on the rushing side, Miles Sanders also have a touchdown. On the Giants side, we have the passing, Daniel Jones, 9 for 13, 61 yards, 1 touchdown. Rushing, we have Saquon Barkley, 6 carries for 20 yards. Receiving, we have Saquon Barkley, 2 receptions for 20 yards. And Hopkins, 2 receptions for 16 yards and a touchdown. It's going so good so far. I have no complaints. I'm glad that they started running the football at the end of the game, too, because it was like, I think at the middle of the second quarter, Sanders had like 4 carries, if I'm not mistaken. And plus, two, the Eagles got the ball on, had some good field advantage. And Jalen Hurts was throwing the ball along, so it's really much I can't say that, oh, they're not running the football, wasn't football enough. Well, they actually did, so it's not going to complain about here. They're punishing the Giants, and I want to see more punishment. Don't let off the gas as we known as doing. And keep doing what you're doing. Get 40 points if you can. And it looks like the game is about to start, so we'll be back at the end of the game. Hopefully, we'll have someone with us to talk about it, and Philip will be back also, so we'll be back. All right, we back. The final score is the Eagles beating the New York Giants 48-22. Some real quick stats. Passing, Jalen Hurts, 21 for 31, 217 yards, 2 touchdowns. Rushing, Miles Sanders, 17 carries for 144 yards and 2 touchdowns. Good job, Miles.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hurts, 7 carries for 77 yards. Receiving, A.J. Brown, 4 receptions, 70 yards. And Devontae Smith, 5 receptions for 64 yards. On the Giants side, we got Daniel Jones, 18 for 27, 169 yards, 1 touchdown. Rushing, we got Saquon Barkley, 9 rushes for 28 yards. Daniel Jones had 4 rushes for 26 yards and 1 touchdown. Receiving, we have James, 7 receptions, 61 yards and a touchdown. And Hopkins, 4 receptions, 38 yards and 1 touchdown. Well, I already knew that no one was going to join us on the Giants side because they like that. If they were winning, I was going to say that when we were talking about it. If they were winning,
Mm-hmm. Oh
they would have
yeah.
joined in. But they lost like this, they not coming on here. I already knew
Mm-hmm.
that. I was going to say that, but I just let it go. It's hard to get someone like that on here. A Cowboys fan and a Giants fan. They not if they get beat like that, they not coming on here. So sorry,
Can you blame
everybody.
them?
Uh, yeah. Well, hey, they still in the hunt. I mean, it's not over yet for them.
For who? The
The
Giants?
Giants, yeah.
Oh, the Giants ain't doing that. They can't score.
No, I'm
How you
talking about
quarter?
playoffs.
Oh, it don't matter if you can make the playoffs or not. If you know you ain't winning nothing.
You don't know. You got to be in it to win
Eh,
it, though. It's like the
no, no,
lottery.
no, no. But you got to be able to score. If your quarterback is completing 18 passes, he got to at least have over 200 yards. This quarterback throws nickel and dimes all day.
Well, that's your coordinator, not him.
No, that's the quarterback.
Now, what you think about the game?
I mean, we knew it was going to be a easy win. I ain't gonna say ass kicking like this of great proportions, but we I didn't see a struggle because they got defense, but they don't have an offense. Our
Hmm.
defense playing and our offense is playing, so we should be able to, you know what I mean, beat them. They wasn't in to worry about.
Right. Yeah, I really don't have much to say. Good shit for about spreading the ball around. That's the only thing I gotta say because like I said at the halftime, Miles was like I think it was like the middle of the second quarter. He only had like four
Mhm.
rushes. Then towards the end of the quarter, they kept handing him the football. And I was like, good shit. And he was actually getting yards and moving the ball too. I still don't understand why they don't use him at the beginning, but hey, look what I can complain about. He had
Yeah, that's crazy.
144 yards rushing.
Hmm.
So
And one thing I can say, it was a lot of drop passes today, but I'm gonna give
yeah,
that to the weather because it's like snowy rain out.
right.
You know what I mean? But that what's his name? He had Devontae. He had unusual drops that he usually catch those. So I'm gonna give it to the rain. But that dragged the foot. He should have definitely dragged the foot on that long touchdown pass. It
Right,
might not have been a touchdown, but he at least court it had the catch.
right. Yeah, and that was a good touchdown by him too. And the Giants fans were saying that if this was back in the day, the safety could have leveled him. He was going for
Mm.
the football. He was trying to intercept the football. He wasn't trying. He
Yep.
wasn't thinking about hitting him. He was
Yep.
trying to get the football. So I don't know what the hell they was looking at.
That safety is an idiot because that safety thought the ball was going to go past Miles Sanders' hand and drop in his hands.
Yep.
He should have went after the ball aggressively and go try to catch, snatch it out the air. But he tried to let it drop right in his hands, like it was going to go right through our receiver Devontae and drop right in his hands. Like, come on, dude. He had
Yep.
position.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I don't have really much. Anything else you want to add about it?
Not really. Slay need to tighten his shit up because he all you talk call himself big play Slay. And today he was on the ass end of a couple plays.
Well, next week, December the 18th, the Eagles go against the Chicago Bears. I'm assuming this is in Chicago. Yeah, it's in Chicago. One
What time the
o'clock.
game start?
It's 1 o'clock. Now, what do you
Okay.
think about the game?
Uh, I feel like the Cowboys. I mean, the Giant.
The
The
Bears.
Giants is. Yeah, I was gonna say the
Oh,
Bears and the Giants are kind of similar. They got a good
hmm.
defense, but they got a running game. Only difference is the Giants got a running back, and the Bears got a running quarterback.
Is he
He
hurt?
not. I don't. He banged up a little bit, but I think he's gonna play.
Okay.
But he can't really throw that good. But he's dynamic with the ball. He's like a modern day Michael Vick. You know what I mean? I think
Hmm.
last week they forced him to throw, and he had like no touchdowns and two interceptions, and was just shitty all over the place. So if you can put him in position, that means we got to score. As long as we doing what we have to do and putting the points on the board, he can't keep running. Sooner or later, he's going to have to sit back there and throw that ball, and that's when you
Right.
just tee off on him. And if he start running, he's is going to be a detriment to his team, and they're going to just wind up making the clock go faster, and they're not going to get points. Because how often do you see your quarterback just running all over the place, scoring touchdowns? They
Right.
do a lot of running and getting yards, but they don't get a whole bunch of touchdowns too.
And he turns over the football a lot also.
Right. Well, he's a little dude. That's what I'm saying.
Right. I had picked him as one of my fantasy football quarterbacks, but I had to let him go because he wasn't at that time. He wasn't really doing anything. Like towards the second quarter of of the season, maybe like the
Hmm.
fourth week or fifth week. Then that's when he started putting some fantasy points on the board. But I had to release him early because he wasn't really doing nothing. And I had Jackson and Hibbert.
Okay.
Yeah, so well that's it. I don't have anything else to say. It was a drubbing from beginning to the end, and they finally did what we said too. They never put their foot off the gas because they like put up they Philadelphia teams are good like that. They'll put up points early, but then on the second half the other team will catch up. They done took their foot off the gas and all that stuff. So they
Oh yeah,
didn't
we
really
always
do
do that type of shit.
right. They didn't do it, so it ain't really much I had to talk about. It was a ass kicking, good ass kicking, and you can't say that Saquon wasn't there because they also good at doing that too with us. So
What else did that anyway? Well, see, Quan was hurt. I'm trying
right,
to hear this shit.
uh-huh, yeah. Well, you can reach us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I mean, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok at PNL Judgementals. Instagram at the two underscores Judgementals. Or you can email us at pnljudgmental.com. And don't forget our YouTube. What'll be YouTube slash at PNL Judgmentals. It's this new way that they have links now. It has that ad on it. I don't know if
Mhm.
anybody's seen it. If you put at PNL Judgmentals, you'll see our page. Subscribe, like our videos. Well, it's nothing but our episodes on YouTube. So take a listen to it there if you like YouTube. Some people like listening to on YouTube. Other people like listening on Spotify. Whatever your preference is, we're on there for you. So thanks a lot for listening to us. Sorry, New York Giants fan. They weren't gonna come on here. They got their ass beat. They're not gonna come on here because see, they'll think that we'll be making fun of them the whole.
Oh, I'll talk a little bit of shit, but I want to kill him.
Right. See, they do that all the time. People think that we just gonna be sitting here making fun of them and all that stuff, so they wouldn't come on here. So I didn't expect anyone to come on here anyway. So well, all right, y'all. We'll see you next week.
All right, y'all. Peace out.